Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to talk to you about the vegan diet and whether that's good or bad. How does that apply to an Indian person and the way forward? Now, the thing is, the vegan diet actually came from the West, right? It is something that has been marketed, promoted by the West, and is also rightly so because sometimes the West is very very heavy on meat, red meat and beef and lamb and so on and so forth. Now, I think this is a way also to encourage them to move towards more plant-based products and eat a lot of green leafy vegetables and fruits and vegetables and so on and so forth. So maybe the vegan diet may actually encourage them, or at least move them towards eating more plant-based products. The challenge in India is that we're largely a vegetarian country. We do have a lot of vegetarian greens, leafy vegetables, other vegetables is a part of our staple diet when we cook our vegetables on a regular basis at home, right? But also the challenge in India is while we are focused on a plant-based diet, we're also sometimes the most deficient when it comes to protein. And even the non-vegetarians in our country sometimes may be protein deficient. So and proteins are essential building blocks, and we need protein to build more muscle. So getting on a vegan diet for an Indian person could be extremely challenging because you have to make sure that you get sufficient protein in your diet. And and these sometimes protein deficiency, as I mentioned, would reduce the muscle. When there's less muscle, you burn less fat. When you burn less fat, there is more fat accumulation, which is whether the subcutaneous fat or visceral fat, which is the fat around the vital organs. It also makes your metabolism very very sluggish. So should you decide should you decide to take the path of getting on a vegan diet, make sure you get ample amount of protein in your diet. Make sure you get the expert guidance and support who can calculate and help you and help you to understand what that looks like for you. Okay. Sometimes people who are on a vegan diet may also need supplementation, protein shakes. So there is an additional supplementation required to meet this deficiency. Also, what my recommendation mostly is for my clients is to do something that is realistic and something that you can actually maintain for the rest of your life, right? If this is something that you're planning to do for a couple of months just to have a quick weight loss, and then you want to get back to eating meat again, or you're getting from this diet to a Mediterranean diet or whatever other diet you're looking at, the challenge with most people is sustainability. If you're not able to sustain that as a part of your lifestyle, then I don't recommend experimenting with it. I think when we experimenting with food to this extent, we are also sometimes abusing our bodies, and when we abuse our bodies, the body would react. And time and again, when we see people yo-yoing from one diet to another, we also see very sluggish metabolism. So to be really precise, vegan diet recommended only if done under expert guidance, and if you're getting all the essential proteins, and we can get really good sources of protein from plant-based products, whether that is beans or peas and soya, and a lot of other like our dals. But we have to eat sufficient amount of that. Sometimes we're not even, just a katori of dal is not going to meet your daily protein requirements. So do something that you can sustain for your entire lifestyle. Do something that is realistic, that is something that is easy to do, and you have a discipline. You have a discipline to continue doing that for the rest of your life. Quick fixes only work for a very very short period of time. So my recommendation is typically usually with my client is the healthy plate, unless there are other conditions that need to be looked into. So what does a healthy plate look like? The healthy plate, if it's a plate, it will have complex carbohydrates, so we'll move away from refined carbohydrates. We will have good sources of lean protein, which is poultry, which is chicken and fish. maybe a few times in a week. We will have at least 4 to 6 kinds of fruits and vegetables. We'll have good sources of fat and also a lot of water, 8 to sometimes even 12 to 15 glasses of water. But these water can come from different sources. It does not just have to be plain drinking water, but it could be from soups, from herbal teas, it could be from fruit juices, from vegetable juices, and even just fruit itself has a lot of water content, and there are some leafy vegetables which have a lot of water content as well. So getting the ample amount of water intake in your body and just being intuitive of what the body needs, and having that connection, which is more like the food is my friend. It doesn't have to be my enemy. Can I have a healthy relationship with my food? I think that's that's the most important key. Have a healthy relationship with food, and so that you can be healthy, well, and fit lifelong. Take care. Bye.